Well, first time I got an invitation for audition. At that time, I was sick of auditions because once in my life I was a star in my country, in former Yugoslavia. But you know what? To make audition for Stanley Kubrick's film, I think everybody wants it, including Val Kilmer, who told me when we had a promotion for The Saint, and when he noticed that I'm in Stanley Kubrick's film, then he suddenly changed his relationship with me. I became very important for him immediately, and he wanted to know, you know, everything about Stanley Kubrick, and he asked me about my impressions about Stanley and how he's working, because he was impressed by him and he wanted very strong to be in Stanley's film. And then he said to me, tell to Stanley Kubrick that I hate him, how much I hate him, because I sent it to him more than 30 tapes with all what I know, and I never get any answer. And I said, well, sure, I'll tell him, you know. Then I came back, you know, from Amsterdam. We had the opening of The Saint with Philip Noyce in Amsterdam, and I came back to London to continue my shooting, you know, on Stanley's film Eyes Wide Shut. And then somehow I said, my God, I'll never tell Stanley this message, you know. It was stupid, you know. But then somehow we were captured in one small space, in one hole, waiting for lights or something like this, and we couldn't move. And in this small space, there was only Tom Cruise, Stanley Kubrick, and myself and me, and we were waiting there for 10 minutes, you know. And then he asked me, well, how it was in Amsterdam, and I said it was pretty good. And he asked me, did I have a good time? I said, yes, I had. And our film was nice. And he asked me, well, how is Val Kilmer? And then, you know, it was just a good Schlagwort to saying, well, he just said to me to tell you how much he hates you. And then Stanley Kubrick said, he was laughing and he said, tell him that I think that he's very good actor. He was devil.
God, we've talked about that.
What is this actor's name? I should have looked it up during.
It's tough to. There's a lot of like umlauts and shit.
I've seen that so many times, and I'm like, why is it so great to me? The story's good, but now I'm also realizing how great that setting is, and you can hear the
woman fucks with her hair for like the first 3 minutes of the shot. She's like going like that.
He has this little sip of ouzo or whatever the fuck he's drinking, like at the start, and there's like tourists behind him. I'm like, what hotel is this? And they don't realize he's telling this amazing story, and there's like piano, like hotel lobby piano music.
He looks like Hannibal Lecter at the end of Silence when he like escapes.
I am curious. I'm like, is he on some like Greek island hotel or some shit like that? Like, where the fuck is he? What is he doing? The story is so good.
Rade Serbedzija or Raid Serbedzija.
We've talked about this video a million times.
I'm so glad we entered it into the Pantheon because I love it so. I love shit like this. This used to be what like you thought Dinner for Five and stuff like this kind of like real Hollywood. Now it's all everyone's just like, I love this movie. I love this movie. This feels so fucking real. And they're talking about Cruise, Kubrick, Val Kilmer. It's like it's checking like 20 boxes.
I love him talking about like I was a big star in former Yugoslavia. Yeah. What's the word he says? It's like
Schlagwort.
It was such Schlagwort.
Yeah.
To say that This is Ben's pitch. I was struggling with to find something to do that's appropriate, and you turned us on to it initially, and great. All the things you guys said, great story. It was a little tricky because I'm like, oh, we're going to listen to this and then do a podcast, and it's going to basically expose how shitty of a storyteller I am.
right.
This guy's English is his second language. And it's like so good.
And you are like, oh, okay, I can see how you're a big star. And
Yeah, he's magnetic as fuck. He's talking
and-
so slow, and I'm just absolutely mesmerized. And no, not a lick. And this hits. You want to talk about? You feel like your shortcomings as a storyteller. I feel my shortcomings as a host or an interviewer in that the guy behind the camera doesn't say a fucking word. Meanwhile, I'd be like, Val Kilmer, right, from the Saint.
Yeah.
I
I should just let this person talk.
Yeah, right.
What about Iceman? Iceman doing
Oh, not Bobby Drake, not the actual X-Men Iceman. I'm talking about the Val Kilmer gay Iceman. You know, he's like, okay.
When you're done.
Thank you, Jay.
Why don't you kill yourself? This is real schlagwort, but kill yourself.
How do you say Manchester by the sea itself?
Do you have these in America? They are called ovens. You put your head in, you turn the gas on and die.
Great oven suicide in our pick.
Yeah.
Top Gun, or Top Secret.
I want to say, Stanger, you're enough. Relax. You are...
Look at self in mirror. Say, I am enough. I'm strong enough.
Just be
Gosh
quiet.
darn it, people like me.
Enjoy story. You know Stuart Smalley?
The Action Boys curse continues. It's actually frightening. We picked this movie to cover in April, back in December 2024. Val Kilmer happened to die the same month we had this on the schedule. I am worried about Bruce Dern in August.
Well,
Let's bump him up to May.
I don't know if you have any death pools going with somebody. Death pools?
Deadpool.
Deadpool. Hilarious dude.
Sorry, I'm a Baldoni guy. I want to fuck Deadpool versus Wolverine. I want to see Deadpool versus Baldoni. I don't know anything about that. So.
We'll talk more about Top Secret later on in the program. Here's my bold statement about Top Secret. I think it's the best Val Kilmer movie. The best, and let me add in a caveat before you come at me. The best movie starring Val Kilmer.
Ooh, okay.
Is there a better one? Where he's the star. It is starring him. He's not a supporting character. He is the first name on the marquee.
Well, the obvious one that people would bring up is The Doors.
I think this is better than The Doors.
Yeah.
I definitely enjoy it more than The Doors.
Yeah.
But I'd like, that would be a good case for someone to make.
I've got to rewatch The Doors.
Is he the lead in Real Genius? No,
Yes.
not really.
Yeah, he for sure is.
Because
That
he's really
to me would be like, and I think this is way funnier than Real Genius. I watched this 100 times before I'll watch Real Genius.
Yeah, Real Genius is like of an era, and this is like because it's
this is an evergreen.
Yeah.
It's a joke machine, and then it is like, yeah, he was a really good supporting actor.
one of the best.
Yeah,
Like, all the movies, everybody was like, well, Tombstone, Heat. It's like, yeah, well,
Top Gun.
Well, he's
Yeah.
he's
Willow.
He's second banana. Yeah.
Yeah. What about, I haven't watched Thunderheart in a while.
I've never even heard of it until someone mentioned it. On the podcast.
Oh,
Thank
really?
you so much for...
Thank God someone messaged us.
Thanks,
Oh,
Paul.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul, really good pick, man.
I don't know if you guys
I
know
don't
this
know.
one, but now...
Have you ever heard of this? Like, just to clarify, people love telling us about movies that had a very prominent release when they came out. Like, I don't think it's like a forgotten gem. Like, this unknown forgotten gem of Val Kilmer.
Couple you should check out, Oppenheimer, Barbie. I don't know if they're on your radar, but pretty fun. I think you guys
they came
would
out
like it.
around the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. Could you argue that I haven't seen it in a while, so I'd like to revisit, but that could be a two-hander with Sam Shepard, and even Ghost in the Darkness may be a two-hander with Sam Shepard.
Ghost in the Darkness,
Michael
I'm not going
Douglas.
to put on.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know if that's as
yeah,
good
yeah.
of a movie as any of the...
I like Thunderheart's better than Ghost in the Darkness, but it's still like I think this is better than
Yeah.
those movies. But yes, you could make the argument. But I think
Is he a lead in Moreau?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
I know, but that like,
I'm saying.
I'm like all the movies we're bringing up that he's the lead of. Like, I'm like,
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm saying even if that counts, I
that
still
one
think
counts.
Top Secret edges him out.
It's like all like the Saint, like Batman Forever.
and Top Secret is on his back more than any of these other movies we're mentioning.
And it's crazy. He's super green. He's straight out of Juilliard. There's some of the scenes he's actually like kind of. They remind me of stuff where I'm like, I'm not believable in this. And it works. It works for this.
Well, yeah, his role, his character allows you to be a little like fish out of water. Like it works.
What about Spartan, the Mammoth movie? Have you guys seen that in a while?
I love it. I haven't watched it in a long time. Yeah. I don't know if he's. I remember being like, this movie is so boring, but I can't stop watching it. That was my last review. And I've never seen The Salton Sea or Wonderland.
I saw both those.
Weak.
Yeah.
And they're all kind of like,
so.
Yeah.
Top Secret could be it.
Top Secret.
Yeah.
He's good in T movies.
Yeah. Top Gun, Top Secret. He's a top,
Tombstone,
not a bottom.
Yeah.
Top Stone.
Thunderheart. That's the kind of shit I'm bringing to this.
You are enough.
You're enough, man. The alphabet rocks.
Yeah.
Those are the ones on IMDb where it's like fucking
Val Kilmer stars.
Down.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer stars in 5 T
He
movies.
says to other action boys, tell them I hate them. But it's so bad to bring up to them, but
Stanger's just got T on his mind. He's like, am I high T enough?
I could use a few T movies if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
TNA.
Is my gossip /T hot enough to bring up on the show?
Did I do a Welcome to Shadow Wolves? Should I do it
we
now?
should do it
hit
now.
it.
Welcome to Shadow Wolves. Well, I just stop. I don't stop for like 11 minutes.
Mark Twain.
Oh,
Fuck yeah, dude.
yeah, that bitch is low T.
See what
Samuel Clements, motherfucker. Lion ass bitch.
What was the
Scientists discovered when he was Samuel Clemens, he was a lower T than when he was Mark Twain.
I of course have consumed so much shit.
Yes.
Lay it on us, man.
I just watched two seasons of an AMC show called Dark Winds.
Oh, right. I've seen the ads for it.
Fucking awesome.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's a period piece. It's like a 60s, 70s period piece. And takes place on a Navajo reservation. So it's like really not anything you're familiar with in a cool way. And it's
I've seen Thunderheart.
Well, yes, and then you'll pretty much get it. That's a T movie, though. This is more of like a DW TV series. But it's fucking really... Manzukis recommended it to me. I was like, oh, yeah, I remember when that came on AMC back in the day. And I watch it. And the guy who's the lead, and I'm bummed I can't think of his name. He was also in Res Dogs. He's so fucking good. And it's like an interesting murder mystery taking place on a reservation, and the action is cool, and the characters are really fun. I highly recommend
Where are
it.
you watching this?
Netflix.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
a little
rare
easier than
gem.
AMC Plus, I'll tell you that much.
What
Which I
a
might
fucking-
still have.
what a
I might
nightmare.
even own it.
That's where you gotta like that. That's where you when your kids are going through your will. It's like, and we're going through the paperwork. He spent $7 million on AMC Plus over the past 45 years.
Man, the guy really liked Gangs of London once.
AMC Plus has prevented my dad from watching Mad Men. Seems to be the only place you can find it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know it's one of our rare connections where I'm like, you will like this. And I
think
just
you
can't get it to him.
Can he do iTunes? Because I think you could buy like the whole series for like $40.
Yeah, but I mean,
How
that starts...
disappointed will you be if he fucking just hates it?
I mean, it's highly possible.
Yeah.
That has happened.
That's the realest shit in the world. Is like when like everyone can relate to this. When something you love and like you show it to a loved one and they're like can't pay attention.
Get into it.
But then you start to like make excuses where you're like, well, that's because you're fucking looking at your phone. All right, shut the blinds. Let's focus on Manhunter. You'll like it. I promise. This is not specific to me at all.
Here's what's brutal for me, where he just doesn't even remember that he watched it. He's just like, I don't know. And then that's it. I'd even take him fucking hating it. Maybe more is like we could connect, but there's other shit where he's like, I think Mom and I did, but yeah, fine. You know, and then just like immediately moving on to
You're in the hospital bed, like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, good to see you, Dad.
Yeah, he just wants to tell me about a cedar branch that fell through the house, and I'm like, yeah, okay, well, I hope you get it resolved.
I mean, I was really excited when my dad's like, Breaking Bad finally went to Netflix, and he was like, I'm watching Breaking Bad. It's all I think about.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, great.
Fucking amazing.
All I want to do is watch this. And I could tell, like, when I like would call him, he would be like, anyway, I got to go. I'm like, oh, he would rather watch Breaking Bad.
Then talk to you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm with your dad.
Something, yeah.
We all, yeah.
And I hate to talk to you.
Yeah.
That's how good Breaking Bad is.
We connected over showing our parents Once Upon a Time and let them liking it. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah,
that
my
was
dad loved that.
I'm chasing that high forever.
Yeah, I couldn't get my mom into it. But what I did, again, this dovetails nicely into consumption, what we're watching.
Mm-hmm.
I visited home this past weekend. I was on Long Island for a couple of nights. And my mom, a nurse, I go, Mom, have you watched any of this show, The Pit? Everyone's talking about how great it is. I haven't watched any yet. She's like, well, let's start it. We start The Pit on like the Thursday night or Friday morning that I'm there. We watch all 15 episodes in 4 days. And I fucking loved the show. It is like dumb. It's on Max. It's like throwback, melodramatic. It's an emergency room with each episode is 1 hour in one shift. And it's just, the characters are so fun. Feels like old school television, but with like cursing and like, you
Gore,
know.
right?
I remember
Yeah,
reading like Crichton, the estate, like wanted to sue because it was like close to ER.
It's so funny to say that because the only thing that really connects it is Noah Wiley. And it's like, you can't sue a guy for getting another job.
I think doesn't the showrunner walk around on big stilts too?
Does he?
Yeah,
to be like Crichton.
To be real tall.
He's like, that could be dino DNA. Everyone's like, shut the fuck up, man.
We're fucking playing with fire here if you keep doing shit like that.
You guys, you got your electronic scatter suit on? Wrong fucking Crichton project.
Let me bring in this doctor. She's a really intelligent gray ape.
All right, we can't do it. Her name's Mamie. This is too much.
Super racist. You don't let us do an impression of Mamie.
I bet my mom also a nurse
She would love The Pit.
and been in like an emergency room. Did
You
years
know
in
it's
that.
a success recommending it to a parent when they explain it back to you.
Yeah.
That's like always the good.
Well,
Where it's like, hey, you should watch the show, and then they tell you like what the show really was.
Yeah, I was proud of my
Yeah.
mom. She seems like she's always so dense and like hard to understand anything around her. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, she lives alone and I get like nervous. I'm like, what the fuck is this woman's like interior life like? And then we're watching The Pit and she's like, and I'm like, oh my God. And it's like stuff is so stressful. And I'm like, I'm so stressed out. And my mom goes, this is just making me miss nursing. I was like, it's like people are like, she's fucking dying. It's like all super emotional. And my mom's just like, this just makes me miss my job. I was like,
Everybody being mad at doctors and stuff. They don't know what they're doing.
well, finding something like this for my mom, with my dad, this was very easy. Like
Yeah.
I'd be like, Dad, this show is funny or this show is action. Or this show has an older male lead who's smarter than everyone, which my dad, for some reason, really liked. My dad would fucking cream over Bosch.
Yeah, that is turned out to be a strong suit eternally of like, oh, it turns out there's always an audience for a story where it's an old guy who's like, the old ways were better. And
Yeah.
I'm actually better at this than all these young people who think they know everything.
Yep.
You actually don't need to be able to run an 8-minute mile.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah, if I wasn't watching this, I could save those guys.
They just listen to that 72-year-old that fucks the young chick.
Yeah, my dad loved NCIS, of course, because it was fucking.
I am
Mark
still
Harmon.
hot.
I'm just like him. Also, my dad would love Reacher. Like he's a giant.
Oh, yeah.
You know? My dad would have been obsessed with Reacher. Johnny, see what he did there when he kicked the car? That's a good move. You got to do that if you're ever in that situation.
She couldn't.
Okay, if I'm ever in a situation where I'm seeking a kidnapped daughter of a...
He actually knows the blues music better than the blues guys.
Johnny, if you know the blues music, you could do these kind of things. You got to learn. You got to study the blues.
You got to always check your car to make sure it doesn't have a tracker on it. Okay.
You got to be careful. They're always tracking you out there. All right, Dad. Well, it is my first football game, so if you have to leave now? You just came by to tell me about Reacher?
Skipping the football game. I do love the blues too. All right, what's your favorite blues album? I got to go to work.
Sorry. Oh, the second I try to connect, it's work time. Oh, okay.
I can't bullshit with you all day.
Can't bullshit. My dad, another big Johnism. Can't bullshit a bullshitter. Yeah. He would say anytime you tried to lie to him, can't bullshit a bullshitter. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Can I go to my friend's house? Fine. Fine. We're fucking drinking and getting high there. Can I go now? Yeah. But act like you've been there before. That was his other big one.
Yeah.
Act like you've been there before.
Just like walking in the wrong rooms. And
But I
stuff.
have a feeling, unfortunately, it was mostly for like black people celebrating too much in the end zone. I think it started from light racism.
Racism permeating everywhere. You're like, okay. People having fun.
One thing I watched that I meant to bring up on the last Shadow Wolves was the original Amateur.
Oh, yeah.
So the Amateur came out. I haven't seen it yet. But I was actually going through old spy movies. I was doing a weekend of just going through different espionage movies of different eras. And the Amateur was one of the ones I pulled up. And I was going through the trailers. The movie The Amateur is fine. It looks really great. It's, I think, from 1980. And it stars John Savage, who Casey and I just saw in The Deer Hunter, that new release. And
This is Randy's brother.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I'm
really
amateur
proud of him.
brother. They have the same voice, but one's a serious actor.
I'm really proud of my brother. He's an actor.
Oh, my brother, he does the ultimate sports entertainment.
He's a sensitive actor. He made me cry, brother.
All I can say is the movie looked really good.
It looked good. 1980, I believe. Oh yeah,
Not much
snap into the amateur.
See,
It's great production design. The story is about a computer guy at the CIA. This is back in the era when it's like computers solve everything. Before we realized they were
Computers
destroying the
cause
planet.
everything.
Yeah, before we realized everybody in the tech sector is a piece of shit.
the IT guys are always nice and helpful. when
Right,
they
those
come-
guys are so not in the tech sector. You know, I want to fucking wrestle Zuckerberg. I want to choke his. I think he might smoke me.
But it is.
Then I can come and be fully released and it'll be fine.
Well, it's becoming clear to me now that like, oh, these are all people who aren't funny who want to be like rock stars. People who are funny that want to be rock stars just become comedians. And then they try their best to like Eddie Murphy, like being like a rock star on stage.
Yeah.
People who are not just like, I guess I'll do computers. and then they become frustrated artists.
You buy rock stardom.
Yes.
You
And you try to buy being an artist.
Yeah,
Like it's frustrated artists. It's the same as fucking Hitler, where it's like, or like all the people that are blowing Steve Jobs, even though fucking he's long. It's like, oh yeah, the guy wanted to be a musician. He just had no talent.
Right.
It's like all these no talent,
Make it
non-artistic.
smaller.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about my black turtleneck.
I can have the computer make me art. And then I'll be an artist.
But the amateur's CIA computer guy.
Amateur CIA computer guy. His wife's also in the CIA. She dies, and he goes on a revenge mission.
Oh.
And so he blackmails the CIA into being like, I want to kill. And they're like, thus he's an amateur.
So it's kind of like the analyst perspective of like the
Jack Ryan
of the
stuff.
Jack Ryan movies, kind of. Like,
Yes,
yeah.
but
he's involved. He knows the stuff, but he's not.
It's a cool twist, and it's less that like you're the only one that can do this. Where I'm forcing you to make me the only one who can do this.
Oh,
give
cool.
me this job.
Yes, so
Cool.
like I have so much dirt on the CIA, I will go public with it unless you let me get my revenge. And so obviously they don't like being blackmailed, so there's all sorts of twists and turns. Here is the best thing about the movie. If you don't want to watch it, that's fine. Watch the trailer of The Amateur. It is fucking awesome. It's one of the great exploitation trailers where it's like the voiceover. The end is something like, the first 11 minutes will shock you. The last 11 minutes will bolt you to your seat. It's some shit like
awesome.
that. Where it's the amateur.
Is fine.
The middle 11 minutes.
Sit through.
It's a short film. It's 33 total.
Hang in there.
I haven't seen the new one. There's definitely, it seems like a pretty tight adaptation. The trailer, which I saw in the theater, which was running recently, has a big like pool explosion sequence, which is also in the original. Pretty fun movie.
I saw a cool
I bet you will throw it on our list for next year's Action Boys.
Yeah.
Fun.
I saw an interview with Rami Malek where they were like, so did you do a lot of training, weapons training, fight training for this? He's like, no, I was an amateur. It's so funny. Like, you know how like he's so weirdly soft spoken and stuff? He's like, no, but it's because I am the amateur. And the guy in the interview was like, okay, nah.
No.
Yeah, big-eyed fucking weirdo. I wanted to ask you guys, when I saw the billboards, which kind of surprised me. I was like, fuck, Fishburne and this guy, and presented in IMAX. I never saw it, but I was thinking, how weird do you think that set was?
Yes, everyone's a weirdo.
Everyone's a weirdo.
We're all weirdos here, Chief.
It's like fucking the Invasion of the Body Snatchers, where it's like, this tea is good, right?
Lawrence Fishburne and Rami Malek are a fucking hell of a pair. You don't want to be in craft services with those two as they're picking out their snacks. I'll wait.
Billboard, I'm excited about. I haven't even watched the trailer or anything. I'm excited about The Accountant 2. I love The Accountant.
I love The Accountant, and I'm so hyped for 2. And I did watch the trailer. And in case anyone else has, this is not a spoiler, but in the trailer, it's more of a two-hander with Bernthal, who's his brother and the bad guy in the first one. But Affleck has stepped up his autistic acting. The accountant is even more like, well, that's because I thought we would go. Like, it's really interesting what he's going for, but it's making me think the movie's going to be fucking awesome.
Dude, I think that's the move with how natural Siri and all that stuff is. You just got to set yourself apart and be different. You got to speak in staccato. But here's what saved my marriage. My wife came to me and said, I want to see The Accountant 2. I could not fucking believe it. I almost fell out of my chair.
So your marriage was saved like a week ago.
The movie hasn't come out yet.
Yeah. We've been on the ropes, but I mean, it saved it, yeah. That she wants to see it.
Isn't that a dream when you're like, yes, hold on, and all of a sudden you're like on AMC, like, you're the most tech savvy in that moment ever of like, well, we're locking in Friday, perfect.
Pull it down like glasses with a small flashlight
like
on them.
Ghost in the Shell fingers. Get those off the keyboard and bring those over here.
Okay, big news, elephant in the room. Everybody wants to know, what do the Action Boys think of Jean-Claude Van Damme's Big Kiss for Putin?
Well, as you know, we are a pro-Soviet.
There's a lot of potential subscribers over there. This is Trump's America. We're changing the format of the show. We're all convicted of sex trafficking, so we are now a Russian-only show.
Well, that's the bummer. Like, the bummer. If we were actually convicted of sexual trafficking, we would just get like,
Well, I guess
we get pardoned.
We're
We'd be
going
right
to the
back to
former
America.
Soviet Union.
Right. But they didn't let us.
Then they let us back in
like
after
the
we
Tate
made
brothers,
enough money. Yeah.
The Tate brothers like we have to hide out in Romania because we are legit sex traffickers, and then cut to him dapping up like Dana White and President
I know. It's
Trump.
literally 12 hours later, he's at the UFC.
There's no more rules anymore.
I'm coming back.
There's a lot of rules if you if you have a tattoo that looks remotely Salvadorian.
I mean, that's like, it makes you think, like, how bad did shit get for Seagal, where he's like, I guess I can't come back.
right. Seagal can't even get Trump to come. He's like, yeah, I would like, Mr. Trump, I'd like to be an ambassador. No dice.
Your movies are not good anymore.
They're
really
bad. You're too fat.
I saw the one where you sat down the whole time. It was embarrassing, Stephen. Yeah, I like my actors who are big, strong men. Tears in their eyes.
I'd like to see the sequel to the great Trump movie. It wasn't called The Apprentice. What was it called?
Yes, The Apprentice. The one with
yeah. I'd like to see that, but with Seagal playing later Trump. I think that could get him back. I think he could act this way.
He's like, the American people need to hear this.
Sleepy Joe Biden is ruining the country.
Can I
It's a really good performance.
Fight.
Yeah. Really
Seagal
good.
gets his
Yeah.
earshot.
Really good.
So, if that movie was happening and you got asked to audition for that guy who shot at Trump at the rally, but maybe one of the ugliest people ever photographed, would you say?
So easy to get into character.
Right? But imagine they're like, we think you'd be perfect for this guy, the one of the ugliest human beings we have ever taken a photo of.
Just a walking recessive gene.
Yeah.
Just transparent.
Just round down.
Here, I'm ambassador of peace. No talk about politics like the Action Boys. We won't talk. We're just talking about peace and
He's kissing
martial
Putin.
arts.
He kissed fucking Seagal a little earlier.
His weird ass fucking story about like we met in Sochi, and our shoes bumped, and then I said he wants to play soccer or he wants to play football, and we started hitting each other. He said that's bad luck. He's reminding him how they met.
Yeah. So we broke down the game film of Van Damme's first Instagram post about him, interacting with Seagal, and we did love the small head pat that he does on Seagal right at the end when he's leaving the table.
Yeah. Krychek sent this to me like the minute it dropped, and I was like, did he just ambush his table?
It seems totally like Van Damme's like undercover as a waiter. Or
it seems like Seagal doesn't know what is happening.
Yes,
and he is like too immobile to move out of it. And it does make you realize how spry Van Damme is still. Where he's like, good to see you. And he like kind of strokes the back of his head like you would somebody in a nursing home or something.
Yeah.
It's right before he leaves. So like he comes up, they're all posing, and then at the end he kind of doesn't know what to do, so he does like a little tap.
Yeah, I think he's like expecting like a hug or a tap.
It's just like a little.
Seagal can't move.
Seagal's like a fucking
a grimace.
He's like a Madame Tussauds fucking figure, like at a table.
A weeble wobble or something.
Hey, Jabba no bada.
Subtitles. Can I laugh in your face? Okay.
You got the Bugatti solo.
And fucking
Guta.
Guta.
Van Damme's now like,
Gula Mashallah Jedi.
and unfortunately the Leia in the situation was a trafficked Romanian sex worker. So
It was not the Lena?
I did not know. I didn't know. Big kiss for Putin. I'll be there for a while, working on peace and stuff.
Big kiss.
I have
Big kiss.
separate steamer trunk for all my sunglasses.
I show him my Ukraine.
Yeah.
You're shaking Putin into Ukraine?
We're putting Putin in a kickboxer at 15.
Best fans. Best fans. Kiss for Putin. This guy knows. This random guy who I'm not going to explain who he is, but he's in the video. Is he forcing me to do this? We don't know. We don't know who he is. He knows Putin, I think.
You must follow script.
Okay, things are bad for me right now. Did I get hacked? No one knows. Is it the AI?
I
don't
did the
know.
splits in the Frito commercial. That was me.
Did I do splits? Is it a mistress, angry employee? No one knows.
CG, mistress, AI,
CG,
split.
AI, computers.
I will explain everything if you watch live video where I listen to Motown too loud for 6.5 hours. Just in a hotel room with a fucking bathrobe on.
Even my big fans who talk about me endlessly can't make it through my whole Instagram live.
Even 3 fans who arguably make money because I exist.
I've hung in there
They
for
can't make it through a couple minutes because it is all gobbledygook.
I've watched for like an hour and 15. We're like, is there anything I can pull from this? And it's like his shoulder in the frame. And it's truly like Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, like way too loud. So you can't even like understand what he's saying. And like you can see just almost out of frame, like a croissant on the table and wherever he is in the background.
Shaka umbata, Han Solo.
These are not the droids you are looking for.
Because he's holding one of your movies. That's like...
I also saw the Minecraft movie.
I mean, will Star
Put your
Wars...
gun down, white boy.
You did that, tough guy.
Think you are strong man? Put your gun down.
Tough guy?
Will
No.
Star Wars
No badge.
overlays ever not be funny? It's fucking endless. It's like the Torah or something. You can just keep going back
We
to
didn't
it.
talk about it when we covered Seven last couple weeks ago, when Mills is like, he's not a fucking he's
His library card.
No, he's like, he's Yoda, man.
He's like, just because he has a fucking library
doesn't
card
make him Yoda.
Yeah. So good, dude. What a fucking...
Your delivery on Mills' style delivery is on point, but it's reminding me, and I can't believe we didn't speak to this. He's kind of talking like he's like a teen in a commercial. Like, just because he's got a library card doesn't mean he's Yoda. You know, like, and then he like eats fruit by the foot or something. Yeah, it all feels like
Ranch.
that.
Flavored Doritos.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a murder.
It looks like he killed himself eating all these Doritos.
R.I.P. B-Day Boys Mitch.
What the hell?
He's still alive. Minecraft movie. I took my nephews when I was home on Long Island. I took my... I'm such a fat, lazy uncle. I'm like, we should go see the Minecraft movie to make my mom. We should watch 15 episodes of The Pit. It's like, John,
Hey, whatever
do you want to
takes.
go like for a walk or go outside?
Do you want to talk? Like,
No, well, that's clearly part of it too. Is like I can't engage with my mom on like a human level, so it's just like let this rip. You know,
It's just like a bad parent ramming an like iPad into the kids.
I'm trying to.
this is a lot easier. Here you go.
Yeah. Well,
Here you go. Go down a rabbit hole. Whatever it feeds you is okay.
I'm so. It's so weird. I'm like this level of old school / new school where I'm like, these kids got to get off the fucking iPad. Let's go eat candy in a movie theater and see Minecraft. You know, and it's like, to me, that's completely okay. And it feels like, and I
mean, I love the idea of it where they're like, we don't even have to make a movie. We just call it Minecraft. All these dumb fucks will see it.
the kids were going. I saw it on the second weekend, and it was fucking full. And you want to talk about bad behavior? There was a row of dads in front of me, and their kids in front of them. And one of the dads was watching Formula One on his phone the whole time.
Jeez, that's fucking. Take a nap, man. Do what
Yeah.
dads are supposed to do with those movies. You go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm breaking down like how my parents divided showing us movies, which they didn't really like going to the theaters. That's why we like rented so many things.
Yeah, same.
because it's so much easier.
Also, like if you have like we're one of 3 boys, if my dad's gonna take us to the movies at that time, that was like that's $24,
Yes.
Jonathan.
You can rent whatever you want. You can fuck off and let your kids watch their shit.
Yeah,
But,
we
like,
had a basement, like
Yeah.
put the kids in
Yes.
the basement, put a movie on.
yes, that's
yeah.
the way. The way my parents divided it was movies my mom wanted to see, she would take us, and we would go.
Because going to the movies,
you're going to
yeah,
the movies.
I'll
You
go
don't
see
give
them.
a fuck. Like, sure, I'll see Guarding Tess. Movies we wanted to see, my dad would take us, and he would just go to sleep.
Sorry, finish.
No, but that's like, if I was a kid now, I would be dying to see Minecraft because kids love Minecraft. I'm sure I would be into it. That's like the game of their generation. And so, of course, you want to see the movie. That shit, I appreciate that still even exists, that desire to be like, they made a story out of the thing I like, I'm there.
Yeah, no, it felt like this felt like you get mad at mining IP for movies, but this felt like the right thing to do. Like to get that generation to want to see movies.
Yeah, I mean, my kid's pumped to see the OnlyFans movie that John Cena's in and whoever the comedy star is at the time.
Oh shit, they made an anti-vax movie? That's all the stuff I've been watching on YouTube. All my favorite YouTubers you're watching are telling me about that stuff, and they turned it into a story?
Oh, cool, a Pixar movie about a transgendered swimmer.
Wow! Oh God, they finally made a movie out of that pizzeria that drains kids, the virgin's blood. I'm there.
Yeah!
Dad, you gotta take us.
Please! If you drive, Aiden's mom will pick up.
All my favorite influencers are talking about that.
The Andrew Tate biopic? I was lucky enough that my parents liked movies. My dad would go all the time. Similar in that it was movies he wanted to see, but he loved going to the movies, and now I can't get him to go to the movies. Even when I go home and visit, it's like the Burt Lancaster, Jim Thorpe All-American, where like Thorpe can't play football anymore. It's, like, it's so sad. I'm like, we used to fucking go all the time. He's like, nah. Everybody gets that reference.
My mom would rarely ever take us to the movies unless one of her girlfriends were like, we're going to take our boys to see blank. Then my mom would be like, yay, night out. And then we would go. And my dad would only take us to the movies because he worked evenings in the summer if it wasn't a beach day. And it would have to be like pouring because we would still go to the beach if it was gray. But if it wasn't, we went 5 to 7 days a week. But if it rained, we would get to go to the mall, and that would mean he would give us each like $4 for the arcade, and then we would go to the movies and maybe even eat in the food court there. And I knew that like destroyed my dad's capitalism and having to be there. But I know he was just like, that's how I saw Terminator. Like I got to see all the big movies that way.
I appreciated that my mom was a little bit of a sucker for the phenomenon of like that. It tapped into like a little thing of like, I actually do want to see this opening weekend.
Yes.
And like sometimes you could benefit off of like them actually getting caught up in the momentum.
So and maybe a little cultural pressure to
Yes,
be,
and my dad not affected by that whatsoever.
both are admirable.
Absolutely not at all. Like didn't care. Has never seen Star Wars. I think solely because of like, I'm not going to see that dumb shit for
Same
children.
with my dad. My dad would go to Aliens and stuff and like those, but not Star Wars.
No,
Fucking
loves
never.
Alien. Yeah, loves it.
That's so real.
Like Star Wars, not in a
Star Wars kids movie, Jonathan.
My
Jedis are practically just samurai.
So we would go. We would go to the movies a lot, but it was like I felt embarrassed at the time because my mom would air pop popcorn and hide it and put it in like a grocery bag, and then we could pick out one piece of candy from a Quickie Mart or something on the way there. I'd always get Mambas because they had the most candy in there, but I didn't like them.
They're bad. Yeah, they fooled
You just
us.
went quantity.
I
Same
just went
thing with
quantity.
Big. What was it? Big Chew. Big. No, not Big.
The Charleston Chew.
Charleston Chew.
The
where
long
you're
ones.
like,
And
this is so much.
And if you don't have your grown-up teeth, like you're
No,
gonna leave
they're
4 in the
fucking-
bar.
Yeah, or if you have grown-up teeth, they're gone.
Yeah. If you're drinking that RFK water without fluoride, you're losing your fucking teeth.
Got a side note on RFK. I was thinking about this on the walk up to the studio. I was like, wouldn't it be great if like he actually believed in the right stuff? Could you imagine that passion? if he like actually listened to scientists.
He's got like 3 things right. You know what I mean? Out of like
just-
12 bugaboos.
2. Yeah, he's got 2. He's in broken clock time.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, I guess, yes, let's get preservatives out of food or like less processed food. Thank you. And he's like, and of course we have to drink aquarium cleaner. And
I'm
you're
reading like the
okay.
FDA is like going to stop testing food. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
How does that benefit? Who's making money off that? The guy who makes bunk beef? Like
here's
the
a-
guy who
here's a-
makes like
here's-
off-brand beef is the only guy who's going to financially benefit.
well, they
while
might
we're talking
sponsor our
about
PayPal
while we're talking about movie theater stuff, this will be a fun thing that I thought we could do for the benefit of all theater goers, because people are on their phones and maybe we can get to them. How do we think people should act and what shouldn't they do in the theater? Anything. First off, you shouldn't have your phone on in the theater.
No.
You shouldn't. You should keep your phone away. And this seems basic, and people say it at the start of movies, but people still don't do it.
I'll give the benefit of the doubt and say a quarter of people don't even, it's like so reflexive they don't even realize they're
And this isn't an age thing. I've seen it at all levels. So it's like people way older, because you can come at us and be like, these 3 fucking old guys talking about their phone. No. I've seen people way the fuck older than me. I've seen people my age. I've seen people younger. They all take their phone out. They check their phone. You should fucking not go to movies anymore if you do that.
Yeah.
Even if you're fucking like checking to see if your wife is like
dilating
yes,
or like
yeah.
crowning.
You should
or
be at
your
the
kid,
movies.
you're waiting to hear from your babysitter, like your phone silent in your pocket, it
You shouldn't be at the movie.
It vibrates, step outside and look.
They come out and they say it. You're probably in your own fucking world, not listening to like the usher who tells you to silence your phone. You should not go to the movies anymore if you need like to fucking like get updated on your heart rate during the movies or something. Fuck off and leave.
You're true. Like it is old people. I mean, it's truly like, oh, my wife's trying to text me from hospice.
No, fuck off. Go.
Yeah,
Go.
stay
I'm
with
sorry
her.
you're dealing with that. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the reason why I can be so fucking callous about it is because, like, well, that shit, we all dealt with that shit before 2007.
Yeah.
You mentioned this, and that was what I was looking for as an argument. What did we do before?
You would just come home to your kids being dead.
Yeah. Or just
Fucking live with it.
You just realize there's probably nothing you could do anyway for the hour and a half.
Yeah, I mean, that's it.
There's nothing you can fucking do.
You weigh it, and you're like, do I want to fucking go see this?
And
or
if you got a fucking Apple Watch, fuck off. Like, take the fucking thing off. If you can't figure out how to turn your Apple Watch onto theater mode, you should not own it.
Yeah, no, get the fucking Apple
Get that
Watch
shit
out of
off.
there.
Get it out of the fucking theater.
It's tough. We get that they look very cool. They're very sexy to see.
Yeah, I know you're swimming in fucking like every weird sexual experience because your Apple Watch.
I gotta
And
quote
I
my-
get that. I get they're cool as fuck and like they look awesome.
I got to quote my other podcast husband, Adam Pally, who his big beef is that OnlyFans chicks always wear Apple Watches. And he's like, they got to take them fucking things off. I don't want to see them getting emails
He
during
can't
this
jerk
shit.
off while the fucking-
Because he's a watch guy, but then he's also like, they're ugly watches, but then also he sees that they're like getting texts and stuff. And it's
Mom,
like-
where are you? Mom,
and it's
where
like,
are you?
they're small business owners, so they have to be able to keep.
Mom, I'm at practice. Please pick me up.
Mom, can I stay over at Jason's? Mom.
God, this is harder. And that's not even counting all the fucking disgusting shit people do anyway, which I get there are psychopaths out there, but like if you're doing any of this, if you can't handle putting your phone away, what chance does the human race have at all?
Yeah, you should be. People can learn to eat and drink a little quieter. Like,
Don't talk.
don't talk.
Don't talk.
My personal rules are: you can whisper back and forth during trailers, and then once the movie starts, you can't talk.
You can laugh, you can scream, you can do any of the shit that is reacting to a movie. If you're doing shit on your phone, that's a private experience you're having that isn't part of what the fucking theater is.
Yeah.
If you're talking to somebody else, that's a private experience. If you're reacting to the movie, even if you're in a movie where people are shouting shit at the screen, that is a public event that is part of the
Yeah.
communal experience.
Yeah,
and
like-
that's different.
Everyone's allowed to scream chicken jockey when the chicken jockey appears in the third act of Minecraft, which is actually what happened
Yep.
to me.
My son went and was sad that he missed that phenomenon. So I think he's going to go back to experience it.
My nephews didn't really understand what trailers were. And I was like, oh, these are commercials for other movies that are coming out.
We're going to go home and watch the 1980 trailer for The Amateur.
Yeah. It's exploitative and sick. You're going to fucking love it. But they were like,
It's going to rivet you to your seat.
1 minute into the first trailer, my fucking youngest nephew, who's like 6, leans over and goes, "Where's the Minecraft stuff?" And I was like, so I explained trailers to them. And then I was like, so then after each trailer, let's figure out if we want to see it or not. And then they start a system. Yes, no, and I'm a maybe. It was really cute.
Circling back on the food stuff, where you're eating noisy food. Okay, so they serve popcorn. Popcorn's crunchy. Some candy sometimes a little crunchy, wrinkly. You have to have situational awareness to know when you can munch on that stuff. Because if you're firing into your hot corn at the end of Killers of the Flower Moon, it's
I mean,
We had a
it's
woman
not-
at Kills of Flower Moon who was drinking an icy going like this.
Oh yeah, that's probably why I thought
yes,
that.
yes, I had to feel.
She was literally going like this
I had to
during
say,
the movie, like
I had to say, hey, can you please stop moving your icy around so much? And, like, pretend there are other fucking people around you.
She like puts her like chilled martini glass away and like all the other stuff.
Don't,
Yeah, of
if
course.
if you put your phone in your shirt and like look in it, it's still gonna light up your shirt. If you fucking look it up, like down, it's still gonna fucking light up. Just don't do that. Don't fucking bring a big jar of change to the fucking movies. Don't bring a fucking.
don't fill your cargo pockets with fucking jingle bells.
don't bring a bunch of loose pills and like run up and down. Like I can't. Like this
Honestly,
is what
loose
we-
pills would be quieter than they had like the pills inside
got-
of like a maraca or something.
Don't bring fucking like drums to the like. Don't clip your nails during the movie. Like
Coffee grinders.
Don't bring a coffee. These are all shit. Like how
Gotta
long?
make a smoothie. Nah. Like talking over his
Refrigerator with an ice machine on.
God, I didn't realize we were in the golden age of seeing movies when all you had to say was like, "Please don't smoke during the movie."
Yeah.
I would take fucking smoke. At least is quiet.
Yeah. Please don't allow your horse to eat carrots during the movie. And they're fucking on their phone, distracted, so they don't even see that part.
Oh shit! Sorry, was my horse eating its carrot?
At the end of Sophie's Choice.
People need to learn how to eat quieter in general, and I think you should be a little self-aware in the theater too. Like I understand opening a packet, like that's always a
We've
fun
all
game.
been there where you're like, "Fuck, I got to open this,"
Yeah.
and that's part of. Again, it's part of the movie theater
Yeah.
experience. I get.
I
that.
can't get mad at someone who's
No.
trying to open their M&Ms.
No.
because that's part of the what I signed up to.
It depends on when they're doing it too. You could probably
You could
find
probably do it during the trailers.
yeah.
yeah.
Or find a time in the movie where it's,
Loud.
not the crucial last words of the protagonist. You know?
Yeah. Also, you probably should start your M&Ms a little earlier than than the dying protagonist.
Great idea.
Yeah. Great.
Great idea.
Yeah.
What are you saving your fucking candy for the end of the movie?
Yeah. Well, some people have, windows, but we're not going to get into that too much.
Turn your food window alarm off during the movie.
Or adjust it to the fucking film that you're seeing, Time it up. There's multiple showings throughout the day.
I think
could
If you
line it
got
up.
squeaky ass sneakers and you're fucking moving back and forth like you're on a basketball court, probably a fucking bad idea.
Yeah.
Don't run suicides and do basketball drills in your Converse doing the movie.
If you need a CPAP machine to watch a movie, you might just want to catch it on demand.
If you have a cough, don't go see a movie. These are all things.
Let's put that one above even talking. Like if you have like a big cough,
You got a big cough.
don't
Don't
kill
go.
anybody and don't ruin the movie.
It's crazy that how long and feel free if anybody runs a movie theater, you can use this section and show it before the
Yeah.
movies if you want.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Jack, cut this into a snazzy
You
promo.
can
Let's keep
slice
listing
this
rules.
as
Yeah.
much as you want and feel free to use this any cinema. We are the Action Boys. We are telling you how to behave at a movie theater because humanity has lost these rules.
Hi, we're the Action Boys. Ryan Stanger, Ben Rogers, and John Gabris. Before we begin the feature presentation, we just want to make sure you, the viewers of this film, have a basic fucking understanding of how to behave at the theater and in public in general.
Movies are where magic happens. laughter, joy, a communal experience. But
All this stuff Stanger is saying, don't say during the theater. Don't say during the theater experience. We're in a studio.
This is where the magic is coming from.
Don't bring that up now. It's too late. You can't talk anymore.
On a huge silver screen.
It's done. Like, your phone should be, like, if you're watching this on a phone, not in the theater, that's okay. If you're watching this on your phone in the theater, it's too late.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be here.
Hi. Right now, you're probably enjoying what's happening to the protagonist of this movie. And this is what's exciting about movies in your personal experience. I got to go to the bathroom in the theater here. Let me just, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Movies are magic. Movies are magic.
You're saying that to everyone on the way out. I understand movies are magic. Excuse me. I understand movies are magic.
Yeah,
Excuse
laughter,
me.
joy, your friends at the theater, all that kind of stuff, fun, happen. Oh, sorry. Oh, I don't have to go. Let me just slide my way back.
False alarm.
False alarm.
Let me just slide all the way back.
All right. Oh, I do have to go, actually. Could you rattle this noisemaker for me? I'm going to be gone for a little bit.
You shake this can of coins, my dog's misbehaving. My barking dog, and use it like the sound thing in the movie theater.
I mean,
Wait, are you saying the can makes a dog barking noise?
don't bring your dog barking noisemaker to the movie.
Don't bring your action boys of sex toys that make dog noises.
A throwback. I have a really quick wolf. It's not even a wolf punt, but it's a story I wanted to tell you guys.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll do this really quick, and then maybe we take a phone call or
Yeah.
two, or skip that.
Okay.
No, it's kind of.
But
Well, we also have a package to open.
we do have a package open.
We got a lot of stuff happening in this episode of Shadow Wolves. I feel bad for the janitors out there.
So I'm at the gym. I'm sitting out in front. There's an Air One right by my gym. I'm delaying going into the gym. You know, oftentimes I'll have to muster up the gumption to get my fucking old ass in there. But I'm sitting at the Air One. There's nice tables out in front, and there's shops and restaurants there. And there is a Kismet rotisserie like restaurant that's right in front of where I'm sitting. And so people walking by, you know, parents and kids and all this shit. And I see these two girls walking up to where, in the vicinity of where I'm sitting. And they're so fucking hot. And there's like, they're dressed in these skimpy sundresses. And you can just feel like there's something, you know, like it's just skewed a little bit. And they're walking like arm in arm. And it's like, what the fuck is going, you can't help but notice them. Like, what is going on? This is too much for what's happening here in this space. And they walk up to the Kismet restaurant, and there's a window that you order from. And they walk up to the window. I'm like, they're going to get a fucking chicken? Like, what is this? And they're, you know, in their 20s, and they're walking arm in arm. And they walk up to the window, and there's a guy behind it. And I can't help but look at them. And so I'm looking, and one at a time, they slowly raise the back of their dress up so that their fucking butts are showing. And they're not wearing underwear. And it's like, what the fucking shit? And they do it one at a time. So one pulls her pants down or her dress up, and then the second one does it. And it's longer than a fucking peekaboo.
And are they facing the guy behind the window, or are they facing out to the crowd?
Facing out, so I can see.
So you're looking at cheeks.
Yeah,
You're seeing
cheeks. They're fucking bare butts out. Nice. And
No thong or
no
anything?
thong, no
It's
nothing. Fucking,
Apple Watch?
an Apple pocket watch up their ass. I'm saving this for your father.
Here's your Apple Pocket Watch.
one.
I had to hide it.
So your
mother kept this.
hunk of the Apple junk up her rear end.
One of them had a dildo and rammed it into the other one. The dildo had an Apple Watch strap.
So did you ever figure out what was happening?
Yeah. So they do it, and they're not doing it for me. And they're like, I'm like, who the fuck else is seeing this? You know, because there's like moms walking by with kids and shit. And so then they leave the window and they're off to the rest of the shops. And so like I'm tracking them, of course. I'm like, something else.
What are they going to do? What else are they going to show?
And I see behind them, far enough away so that you couldn't really tell he's with them unless you're fucking watching closely like a pervert like me. And it's this guy, and it's like it looks like a fucking Apple phone but bigger. And I'm like, oh, he's filming them. and they're just doing shit for content or whatever. So some kind of OnlyFans thing, but it was fucking thrilling. You wouldn't be excited to see it online, but in person, my one wish is that fucking Stone was there to witness it.
Yeah,
Take a look at that, son.
So if you've been following along a couple months ago on Zombie Squad, where we talk about old TV shows, if you're not a Zombie Squad member, you should update now. We talk about a lot of really interesting shit on there.
My to watch queue has expanded so much because like now I have like I'm getting served Hunter episodes. I'm like, how many of these can I watch? 21 Jump Street.
It's all stuff I wish we could watch more. We got a lot of weird stuff that I've never even heard of.
Yeah.
Shows like that I don't know but we're gonna watch them. We talked about Beauty and the Beast, something we often reference.
Arguably like a sort of like key text to this podcast. It's like weirdly like the Rosetta Stone to this pod.
Not the buttfuck Disney animated movie. That
I forgot about that.
people are beloved.
No, the TV show with Ron Perlman and Linda
Vincent.
Hamilton. And one of our listeners, David, I won't out his last name so people won't stalk him for more stuff, told us on Shadow Wolves last month that a family member, he ultimately went into like an in-laws hoarder situation.
Right.
And I believe that was the story. And they had turned out were a huge Beauty and the Beast fan, like an obsessive fan.
Like a member of an OG fan club.
Their place was filled with fan club stuff, and he sent us some fan stuff, and we asked him to send the dirtiest stuff. We haven't looked at this
because
yet.
the other reveal was that there was a lot of erotic fiction that was written there.
Now, if some people are just hearing this, this would be a good opportunity to update to Zombie Squad because you'll actually be able to see the Action Boys' first ever unboxing.
I mean, this is
situation.
insane. Just right off the
Secret
bat.
Place 4.
And it's a
bound
bound-
erotic fiction.
I mean, this is a beautiful picture of Vincent. And
Here, let me see what's going on in there while you queue up the next thing.
Yeah, find some good stuff.
Yeah.
He wrote us, Hi Action Boys, I included a copy of the Edward Albert Fan Club magazine, a Highlander catalog, and a couple pictures. One picture is from a Beauty and the Beast convention in San Diego. The other is from a local Beauty and the Beast club the lady belonged to in my hometown of Moline, Illinois. Enjoy, David.
Give
us a note on what I assume is like his kid's math homework.
I think he's a math teacher.
Oh, is he a math teacher? Yeah. This is pretty serious homework. It looks like.
Quick aside, this is some sort of fan.
It's like a zine. Right?
It's like a zine that was sent out randomly. I opened to the second page. There's a letter from a guy named or a person named Jerry, and it's from Buffalo, New York.
Oh, no
130. Shit. They have a full home address. Someone clearly lives in 130.
What's the deal?
14215. Where the hell is that?
I just can't believe I opened it and it just said Buffalo.
Yeah, that's wild. Now I really want to look up the address.
Mrs. Rogers.
What the fuck?
Thank you for all of your smut you wrote.
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers. Thanks for modeling for the Beast photos for us. You've got what Vincent doesn't.
I was going to say, you appear to have a beast of your own.
Here, take a look at this. Stop talking about my dad's hog.
Yeah, maybe we need to move on.
This is wild. This is
wait,
from
I guess
Jerry.
we'll go back to our private text chain where we do talk about it. Where Ben said, "Stop talking about." It's like we'll take this separate. Because we ain't stopping.
It's hard to leave stuff behind.
This is crazy, though. This is like the letters to the editor, and this guy he says, "Thanks very much for forwarding the information to me on how to get the R-rated episode of Pipeline. Appreciate it very much."
Wow, it's a Vincent Lane pipeline into fucking Catherine.
Season 5 collector's edition of Highlander, recognized around the world as the most powerful Highlander series ever.
This woman was also obsessed with the Highlander TV series and had her attic or whatever was filled with memorabilia from the TV show, which is
That drawing next to page 58. Oh my God. Hope the artist does more for you. Just took my breath away and definitely carbonated my hormones.
Jesus.
What the fuck? I wish I had that kind of like jizz explosion.
Well, this is like, I mean, we've talked about before. This is real fandom. If you're going, if you're
binding your own,
stranger,
if you're going to like Staples and being like, can I bind these 25 zines that I'm sending to the weirdest fucking people around the United States?
These letters are so good, I gotta save them for posterity.
They have a Clan MacLeod sword. Oh man, I could spend hours just looking at pictures of God. Like, by the way, none of us are talking. We're all just this might be a good time to upgrade the video and watch us read.
This is going to require some editing, but this has got a lot of good stuff.
Weapons forged of steel and spirit. Look at this. This was enough. Like if this was on this would be in like my fucking bathroom for 6 days.
Dude, I mean, that one is going home with you.
Yeah.
I could fucking handle a flight to Australia if I had that. Because you can just keep going back like, what would I do with this sword? Now this is my new favorite sword.
Pretend you have a $300 budget. You can purchase up to 3 swords. Which 3 would you...
If the flight's long enough, you start to rediscover and you're like, I think I'm actually this sword.
This is the game me and my brothers always used to play. If mom gave me $80, I would buy this, this, and this. What about you? Well, if mom gave me $75, and just keep doing that. And mom's not going to give us $1.
Actually, like if we went up to 85, you could also do this.
Yeah.
Factor tax.
Oh, fuck.
You have to embrace your limitations because if you go infinite, it's not as fun anymore.
Right. Yeah. You got to give yourself a budget, a sword budget. Oh my God.
And just to be clear, this Edward Albert, he played father on the
This is fucking
Beauty and the Beast show.
This is fucking crazy. Here we go.
You want to give us a reading?
All right.
Possess the legendary quickening coat. I'll take 3.
Here you go, Dylan.
Yeah. Open it up and shake your dick around.
Oh man, Highlander fucking leather jacket that says there could be only one on the back.
I want
if
that.
You find that shit, that fucking
He looked
give it
at
to
her.
Besser as a
He
gift.
looked at her with eyes suddenly shy and tense, awaiting her reaction to his nakedness. "Oh, Vincent, you are more beautiful than I had imagined," she breathed in admiration. With this final, full acceptance of himself, Vincent closed his eyes as he relaxed into her arms. Catherine caressed the muscles of his chest beneath the springy softness of his hair, then put her arms around him and sensuously stroked each vertebrae down his spine, ending at his buttocks. They were firm and finely muscled. She squeezed them and pulled him closer to her. His breathing became ragged and hard as he fought to control the urge to rip the shirt from her back. Instead, his hands trembled.
This is just for the listeners. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, let's create a little radio theater here.
As he undid the ties she had so recently refastened. Catherine, he whispered, in wonder at the beauty of the curves that were revealed. They lay on the bed in a quiet embrace for some time, each marveling at the sensuous feel of velvet fur against soft, smooth skin. It was Catherine who finally moved, stretching out on her back and cupping Vincent's hands over her left breast. "I believe this is where we left off," she teased. It goes on and on, with kissing, tickling. Fingers slipped between her thighs, discovering the moisture waiting for him.
Oh, yes. This is the shit I was waiting for.
Fucking foreplay. God bless him for
Its
foreplay.
enticing fragrance drew his head down to the taste of her.
The smell of her pussy?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's a beast. What do you expect from a beast?
They have heightened senses.
He's going to get down and get mauled.
God damn, dude.
Come on, dude, I'm about to fucking bust. I got beast balls.
Catherine clung tighter to him and moaned his name as her body shuddered into climax. Vincent's head arched back, lips drawn apart to reveal sharp white teeth, as he too experienced her orgasm.
Well, when you watch the show, we talked about you like to see him beast out and show his teeth, but this is a new dimension to where you can see that when he's coming.
Yeah.
Gently, she began to stroke his stiff organ.
Yes. Yes, dude.
A gasp escaping from his lips.
This episode has like 10,000 more listens than any other one.
And then we just have to pivot and do
This becomes our full show.
We just read erotic fiction and make more money than our parents ever could dream.
He stopped her hand for a moment and searched her face.
Oh, edging.
"Are you sure?" he asked.
I come beast blood.
Fear of his internal beast again welling up within him.
Hell yeah.
"Oh, yes," she answered, her voice deep and husky with desire. "Please."
She touched and kissed and licked him in places he had never dreamed could feel so wonderful.
Oh, his asshole? It's like his tail's up. You know when you see your cat's asshole?
He's lift the tail up and lick the asterisk that's there.
And when she expressed his anal glance.
Oh, so
The room stunk.
she came from oral. Now he's finally entering her.
Oh, God.
wow,
She's going to
shit.
fucking...
When she helped him enter her, he marveled to find that this wild passion was matched by her own.
She's the
beast is in the beauty after all. In the end, it was the beauty who was the beast.
Your biggest fear as Catherine is, I know from cat trapping out here, you'll trap these wild cats and then you take them to get fixed and they clip their
it's
ear.
2025. They do not want to call cruising for girls cat trapping anymore. It's like super.
But if you didn't
If
have
you're getting cat trapped, you gotta ask for a video.
pussy snaps and cat traps.
Get them on Zoom, otherwise they could be cat trapping you.
Make them sign a contract.
Get them on Zoom, make them put their ID to the screen.
Your biggest fear as Catherine is that he's been fixed.
Right.
Man, this is charming. Hi, Connie. Here is a tape of the movie soundtrack. It's very good. Hope you enjoy. Blessings. What great positive fandom. This is when
movie.
fandom was great.
Yeah.
Fandom's awful now.
Yeah, now that person, Connie, would fucking like set up a sniper rifle to shoot the person who's made Beast black.
Yeah. Or if you're somebody not even
Right?
Beast can't be black.
He's a beast, not a... Wait, what?
fucking shit. Now somebody will like threaten your life if you haven't even reviewed a movie yet and they're anticipating you not liking it.
They're
Chicken
like,
patty.
I know you're going to be mad at this movie you haven't covered yet. Fuck you.
Good luck liking
There's
seven,
some kind
Rogers,
of
you
like
fuck.
hilariously bad, like Vincent cosplay that is amazing.
I like the backgrounds of those where you see like the living room or whatever they're
Yeah,
in.
this shit
I
is
feel
some...
bad showing those ones on
Yeah, we
video.
shouldn't because these are real
These are
people.
actual people.
Yeah.
Pixelate their genitals out.
This is amazing. I mean, this is really special stuff.
Yeah. Again, we're not going to show this on camera, but which one's Beast? Try to spot Beast in this photo.
Catherine tried to speak, but he had captured one of her erect nipples in his lips and was tugging on it with a slow, sensuous rhythm.
Wow.
Vincent turned his face from side to side, caressing her breasts and being caressed by them in return.
What a great way to say he's motorboating.
He's called...
The first draft was like Vincent motorboats Catherine. This doesn't
I
feel
don't
quite
know.
right.
He's from the underground. He might not know boats.
Vincent raspberries for titties? No, that doesn't feel right.
She felt the sliding warmth of Vincent's fingers, and aching began to build between her legs. Gently, he brushed against the apex of her thigh, and slowly, delicately, he probed her warmth.
Before we go any further, I just want to know: are you okay with me probing your warmth?
It's better.
Do you consent to me probing your warmth?
Yo, man, I probed her warmth.
Dude, I don't know. She was fucking ready to go, man. I probed her warmth, and it was fucking. That means you put a
prom
thermometer in her ass.
Let's just say I probed her warmth. All new Doritos.
Slowly, delicately, he checked her temperature.
They were playing doctor.
It's better than the porn we see now where these guys are just like fucking...
They do like the DJ.
So many
shit.
people are like gonna. This is like when somebody gets into like science fiction for the first time and they see the shittiest movie and it's like, and it turns out it's an alternate reality. Have you ever heard of crazy shit like that? It's like, yeah, we know that. You fucking chump. People are gonna be like, that's like, what? Have you never read an erotic novel? You fucking dork.
It's actually not from the show.
This isn't from an episode.
I've watched every single episode, and that's not in there, and it wasn't even in the writer's room. It's somebody else making it up, Action Boys. Kindly.
This is Eric Roberts leaving us a voice.
And that's when Vincent probed her warmth,
Vincent
Walter.
only does that in the erotic fiction. It's not in the episode.
Walter, do you want to hear another bedtime story?
You're wrong, Walter. This is not canon.
His long fingers stroked and teased, making her tremble with passion.
Yeah.
Feeling her pleasure, Vincent groaned deeply and closed his hand possessively over her hot flesh.
Oh, okay. I thought it was-
His cat, like cats can do low pitch. They can do like.
yeah, he's gonna be. He's purring.
Yeah.
We're
Cats-
saying we keep using cat. You think he's like lion
So
and
he's
cat? It's
cat
just-
man,
he's
yeah,
cat.
for sure. I mean, come on, that's
No,
cat.
but you know, he's a beast is like a
Bubbity
little-
beep, bop, boop, boo, doo, boo.
cat man.
Meow 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 meow.
Sucking on the tit, sucking on the Catherine tit, that, doo.
There's a lot of fingering in these.
Yeah, and he's got fucking.
He's got
nails.
claws,
He's got
right?
claws. It doesn't
Jesus
seem to be
Christ.
what you would want.
Fucking poor Catherine.
Finally, he could wait no longer. His hands slid down the inside of her legs, separating them until her feminine heat was utterly opening to him. Gently, he
Steam comes out.
he began to part the hot, soft folds between her thighs. Catherine moaned as she felt Vincent coming into her.
That kind of entering. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry, Catherine. I swear to God, this never happens. I'm sorry, Catherine. I know I talked a big game. But on the underground, we jerk off a lot.
He held himself utterly still, giving her time to adjust to his size.
Yes.
Dude, cats have weird fucking dicks.
All right,
Too.
drop
is
the
he
cat
pronged?
shit.
Yeah, come on.
This is clearly.
You're ruining this, man.
Hey, you're really caught up. You're in the writer's room. Okay, look, Stenger, he's a beast.
Or even this
All right, I
episode.
think we should decide, is Vincent's dick pronged or not?
My vote's for pronged.
Stanger, you submitted your sketchbook with over 100 drawings, so we have some ideas what you think his dick should look like. Also, we really need you to finish your script.
Go to page 14, though.
Listen, we've established he has a big dick. We're not going with your small dick idea.
Just hear it out.
Maybe Catherine likes it small.
Could be. She's had a lot of big dick in New York. She needs a cat prong dick. I don't know.
Catherine
I'm
needs a
fucking-
minute to adjust to his size because it's really small, and she
She was clearly disappointed.
needs to shrink her walls. She needs to grab it tighter.
Not the size of the boat, dude. It's the motion in the kitty litter. All right? That's what everybody fucking said to me, dude. Sometimes, like, a human dick can be uncomfortable and not what you want.
There's a lot of
You're
like
telling me, brother.
Also, does he have a scratchy tongue when he's eating her pussy?
Oh, I hope so.
I mean,
These are the questions I want answered.
we know cats love pussy.
Oh, they're fucking on the balcony in this. That's
Wait,
like
by the
their
way,
meeting
we
spot.
should just send a postcard to someone's address in this and say, do you think Vincent's tongue is scratchy? Just like, hey, couldn't help but notice in 1991 you were part of the fan club. Do you still live here?
Hey, Action Boys, thanks for your question.
I'm actually a subscriber.
Yeah, I'm sending you a PDF file. Would it be hot, if we cross universes and Vincent and Minnie Mouse fuck?
Dude, this is a fucking amazing where it's just like, hey, just author's note, the author has taken some liberties with the structure of this race. Of it's like a marathon they must be talking about. The race is not just a one-day affair, it's a multi-day thing. It's like,
They need to have a letter for it. It's like you're reading beast sexual erotic fiction and you're like, I don't understand the rules of this 5K.
Yeah.
this is actually different than what you wrote again. All the stuff about Vincent's fine.
Yeah, all the fucking weird fingering
Just
stuff is okay.
Make up a sport like rollerball or something. Why does it have to be an existing 5K run?
Vincent fingers more than me in 9th grade. And that was when I was peak fingering.
What an amazing experience.
What was the blessing? Was
the
it just-
blessing? This is just what they go out on. They've got a lot of poems in between.
Oh man, our
read.
tome is going to be full by the end of it.
We like
the dirty
volume
stuff.
11 of the Action
We like
Boys
the
poetry.
dirty stuff. We like the art.
We like the dirty. We don't like the sincere.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like there's got to be a ton of shit like this for like Twilight and stuff. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, endless. I want to say
to live in the headgum bookshelf now.
keep your mouth shut, Casey.
Okay.
This stays in here.
So all our viewers know this will be hidden in the headgum bookshelf, and you will know when you see other podcasts, you will know what the book is right here, and we will never mention it. We'll see how long it stays there.
We are probably the least watched podcast that records here. So.
Casey, don't let anybody fucking touch it. Don't open your mouth. Just let's see how long it
Casey,
I would love.
Casey, you keep your fucking mouth shut.
Casey.
Casey, are you good at secrets?
Yeah.
Because I have 11 more. I need your help with. Casey, look, I love you, but the devil loves you deeper, okay?
Nobody loves deeper than fucking Vincent. We're having fun with this. I do think this is very good. Yes.
I feel bad throwing it away.
I'm not gonna.
No, that's why it's gonna live here.
Yes. I think
it freaks me out to have in my home.
Yeah. Yeah, when I eventually kill myself, I don't want someone to like find that and think it's linked in any way.
Hey, Stone, we're going through Dad's stuff.
And to Stone, I leave all of my Beauty and the Beast fan fiction. Oh, yes!
Mom, the pages are all stuck together.
So happy to be an only child.
Do you want to see any of his all-state football stuff or his varsity letter? No, I got what I wanted.
I sold it for a McLeod sword.
Check out my new black trench coat.
It says there can be only one on the back. Sick.
Whoa, is that what Connor McLeod wears? No, Duncan.
He opens it up to flash somebody his pronged dick. There's a lot of,
Let's talk about Top Secret.
We got the trailer.
We got the trailer. Ooh, I'm excited to watch the trailer.
Yeah, me too.
A wop bop a loo bam a lop bamboo to the fruity, oh Rudy, to the fruity, oh Rudy, to the fruity, oh Rudy. A wop bop a loo bam a lop bamboo. Got a girl named Sue. She knows just what to do.
Great band.
Got a girl named Sue. She knows just what to do.
Look, I'm not the first guy who fell in love with a girl he met in a restaurant who then turned out to be the daughter of a kidnapped scientist, only to lose her to a childhood lover who she'd last seen on a deserted island and who turned out 15 years later to be the leader of the French underground.
I know it. It all sounds like some bad movie.
Got a girl named Daisy. She almost drives me crazy. Got a girl named Daisy. She almost drives me crazy. She's driving to the east, she's driving to the west, but she's the fruity, oh Rudy, to 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 the fruity, oh Rudy. A wop bop a loo bam a lop bamboo.
Oh, great trailer.
Oh, great trailer. I've always liked this movie. I never remember, I haven't watched it in like probably 10, 15 years. I totally forgot how much singing is in it. And I'm appreciative
and how
of it.
great Val is at dancing and stuff.
Exactly. He moves so fucking
that's what got
well.
him the part.
Yeah, of course.
Like because he's
Juilliard. Yeah. He's a triple threat.
He really is selling those. And I mean, the song, I forgot how funny Nick Rivers.
Nick Rivers.
I forgot how funny
song.
skeet
That's the only one I remember. Yeah.
Skeet surfing is so funny.
I didn't remember how good the lyrics were. Like,
And just everybody running like when like
and how
and people-
dumb America is.
it's so much more real now. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like,
I don't like my reaction to this movie was I think a lot of people ended up seeing this because Comedy Central got it and they started showing it 3,000 times a day at one point. But the first time I saw this, my reaction to it makes me laugh now in retrospect. My dad rented it when a bunch of people were over around Christmas, like the day, like Christmas Eve or Christmas. And when parents try to placate their kids with a movie, but like it's not like other kids are over and stuff, and it's like not like the environment you're used to. Like the TV was moved into a different room because like parents were doing like Christmas shit.
if I could jump in here, it's one of those situations where you're like, can we be quiet? Like I'm excited to actually sit down and watch this movie.
Like this, I had no idea, and we were a household where it was like a lot of comedies, and then the other stuff we watched besides comedies were
World War II
movies because that's what my dad liked.
Yeah.
So when I watched this, my reaction was like, how the fuck am I just watching this now? how have I not seen this before? But I was 10 years old. And now I'm like, well, yeah, of course I did.
How'd you catch Top Secret at 10? I'm a big Zaz freak.
I had an experience with my mom where a friend spent the night, and this is like, and my parents had a dinner party downstairs, and they're just probably doing drugs or whatever. And so we were upstairs, and we had a satellite dish at the time, and my mom just like turned the channel. She's like, you guys will like this, without knowing what it was, and then left, and it was Porky's. It was either Porky's or American Virgin.
Either way, it was a horny
And
comedy.
it was truly like, with like the amount of new, it's like stuff you scour for when you get a little bit older. Like we were too young to probably really appreciate it, but could not fucking believe it.
The movie is so packed with jokes. Not all the jokes work, but it's so
But
joke
they don't have
dense.
to.
Yeah.
That's what I like. That's what I miss about comedies, where like if you put enough shit in there and 80% of it hits, you forget the 20% that doesn't. Like you're just happy. I'm happy to see someone get that many at bats.
Yeah. It's a remarkable movie because I don't understand the magic that makes it all work, because I love that they just threw the stuff they like. It's essentially Elvis movies, surf movies, World War II movies. It takes place in present day. None of it makes sense timeline-wise, but the movie works. It's the best Mad Magazine put into real life that anybody has ever done.
Also, there's probably something to be said about Jewish filmmakers making Nazis the bad guys in a movie too. You know what I mean? Like there's something interesting about all that, and like seeing Nazis just be bad guys. Like it's crazy when I watch this movie. I couldn't help but think, I'm like, I can't believe there are still
All
Nazis.
the Yiddish stuff is so funny, like in all the like fake German. I mean, it makes no sense. They're not Nazis. They're like technically like East Germans,
right?
But
they
they
got all
are
the
Nazis,
trappings of-
and like they're in East Germany the whole time. But it's about the French Resistance. It's about like a 50s kind of rock and roll star, although it's technically in the 80s, even though it's World War II. Like none of that makes sense,
And none of it really matters if you got enough stuff.
This is what the magic is, because how come this works for me, but like epic movie doesn't? And that kind of does the same thing where they're just trying to take, what fucking difference does it make? We'll just load it up with jokes. I think it's because it's not pop culture, what's in the moment. It's stuff they actually like.
Yes. And I also think it's genre parody with like the Elvis kind of movie stuff, and not necessarily like, this is our version of Blue Suede Shoe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like, and those movies, like Epic Movie has Borat in it.
Right.
And that's like, just like, like if this movie just randomly had like,
I mean,
Jackie Mason in it.
It kind of like randomly has like the Blue Lagoon stuff and like
right. And
like,
but like and the fact that that's not just a throwaway joke that she has like and then when he's
the reveal of him still in the island stuff, like all oiled
with
and
the
stuff.
yellow hair,
yes,
the curly
with the
hair.
like the same necklace and stuff is so funny.
he's now the leader of the French Resistance.
I listened to this interview with David Zucker, and he was talking about how, you know, the movie wasn't well received when it first came out because they're coming off of Airplane. And so people were very excited to see what they were going to do. And he says, if I'm able to go back and try to pinpoint why it didn't work, was because it didn't quite have the central driving force like Airplane did when they were doing. I agree with you guys. Like, I think it holds up really well now. I don't necessarily agree with them, but it didn't have the 0 hour, you know, where they just did an overlay.
Right.
And then they put in like the kind of cultural touchstones that everybody was talking about. And he said he said Val Kilmer was very serious and didn't really ever get a handle on the character. And he said we underserved him as writers because in the third act, there's nothing for him to resolve. Whereas he said we just stumbled into luck on Airplane because we were copying 0 hour.
They accidentally, and that happens in this too, where it's like sometimes the movie looks great, and it's like, oh, they're mimicking the movie so well that they actually did do something beautiful. Same thing with Young Frankenstein.
Yeah,
when we covered that, where it's like that movie's beautiful because they are going from that 30s template, and yeah, like the story arc in police
not Police Squad, Naked Gun, and in Airplane, they're both better than this.
Yeah. And so he's like, we just didn't have, we thought we could do it. We were cocky. And like, we didn't give him some conflict that he resolves. Like, he's just kind of who he is all the way
he's
through.
kind of like tagged along.
And it was like he was trying to, they were trying to act like, what would you do now? And this was maybe 7 or 8 years ago. And he said, well, the key with these movies is to pick something that everybody takes really serious. And so he said, what I would like to do now would be a Bourne Identity movie, because people were watching those. The movies take themselves very seriously.
That's why Batman, I thought, was always like, I wish somebody would have been able to do a straight up parody of the Nolan Batman movies, because they're so fucking serious. I've never laughed harder than doing bits after seeing like Dark Knight Rises or something about like stuff in that world.
Totally.
And like how fucking ridiculous all the shit is with the Batcave. And it's so fucking serious. And then we could, that's really it for this interview. But the last two things was he pitched actors that he thought would be good, because he was like, if the actors try to be funny, it doesn't work. If they're comedians, it doesn't work, because then that tips the joke. And so the guy, this was years ago, and he was saying, who do you think? And he's like, well, I thought John Hamm initially, but then he started being a funny guy. And he said, maybe Kiefer Sutherland, you know?
That would be a great call.
Yeah.
Or Liam Neeson. Which I think the new Naked Gun reboot is playing off of.
I saw Airplane in the theater, and like the Zaz was there, and they did a Q&A afterward, and they were still laughing about the time Val Kilmer spent learning guitar for this movie. And then they had to be like, no, we want it to look like the Elvis movies where it's not playing. Like you just move your hand across a guitar and it doesn't matter. And it's like after hours and like him showing off like that he learned the songs and stuff. And they were like, nah.
Oh, that's so funny. And that's so real too. Like it makes so much sense for Val to do that too. Like as we learn more and more about
it. And in 2022, they're still laughing about it.
I did, because, Val is dead, obviously. And there's all this shit around about him. He's done great movies, but difficult and all this shit. I did like the Will Forte piece that he wrote, because,
he's so good as Dieter von Kuntz.
Yeah, and at the end of his career, he'd been humbled a lot. And so he lived with Forte for a couple of months. And I can't remember what publication it's in, but they had a wild time together. And he said there's all these great stories about Val and just him being funny and weird, and they were going to do The Amazing Race.
Well, he got Val hooked on The Amazing Race.
Yes, yeah.
He started watching and he's like, Will, what is this bullshit you're watching? He's like, hold on, watch one episode with me. And then they would, like, after they shot, he'd be like, are we watching Amazing Race tonight?
God, I wish they would have joined as a team.
That's what, they reached out to their agents about doing it.
Yes, and their agents were like, no fucking way.
Why not? Mike White did a bunch of fucking
he was Survivor.
Yeah. Well, and that was Forte was saying it worked out great for him. But there's like Val went jogging with him, and Val jogged with a linen suit on.
And they worked together in MacGruber.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Dieter von Kuntz.
Yeah.
Great fucking name for a bad guy.
So I do like that towards the end, he kind of, figured himself out and was having some fun.
And look, we talk about it a lot, but his send off in Maverick, like that, where he,
yes,
that's
great.
fucking, and like it's so time to let go. Like that's so fucking beautiful that he has
so
that
glad
at the end
that
of his career.
Yes, I'm so very happy.
It's such a power. Like it feels like Tom sending him off and stuff. It's so beautiful.
Tom Cruise coming through.
I did see the
I fucking cried. I'm
crying?
in a weird headspace. I almost just got teary eyed.
This is the most this has been the most roller coaster episode we've ever had.
I've been hard as a rock for a half hour.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
Cut out when I was rubbing my crotch when the fucking Beauty and the Beast thing. I was just squeezing it, but I feel like people know what I'm up to.
I had an itch.
My wife's like, "Oh, now you get hard." Lost it 4 times this weekend.
3.5.
Been hard 2 times when I said I would see The Accountant 2, and when you heard
Berntal's in it now, and it's a 2-hander. Fuck, speaking of 2-hander.
The clip of Kilmer in Masked and Anonymous was making the rounds after he died, and it is like complete. I saw that movie in the theater when it came out.
Masked and Anonymous?
Masked and Anonymous.
I don't know it.
Was the Bob Dylan film starring Luke Wilson, and it's absolutely terrible. It came out in like
2007 would be my guess.
Wow.
It didn't get that big of a release. I saw it at the Film Forum. It was the only place it was playing in New York. Not good, but there's a movie within a movie type thing, and Val Kilmer has like a pretty meaty scene as an animal wrangler, and he has just like a completely crazy, like huge character monologue where, I mean, he's playing it like it's somebody doing an audition for SNL or something, where he's just like talking about his bond with all the animals, and a crow caws during the scene, and he caws back to it, like he breaks the monologue and goes, caw-caw! And it's fucking nuts.
Oh, that's so.
And it is worth watching.
Oh man,
of him like petting all the animals and doing weird kind of like shit that it looks like he witnessed filming Dr. Moreau. I'm glad the dance at the East German 50s diner.
Oh, that is such a funny specific when
the
they just go in.
Whipping
that
rag dolls around is so fucking
The rug
funny.
dance or whatever.
Yeah. Not cut a rug, it's like shake a rug or whatever. It's not like, it's so funny. And
he's like rolling the rugs up, and then when the dancing escalates finally to where they're just literally swinging,
whipping that
around.
fucking. I do comedies of that day when they would throw a mannequin off something.
I love it. I'm still a sucker for it.
Well, my favorite of all time is in Naked Gun when Nordberg does like down the wheelchair at the baseball stadium and ends up doing like.
It's they're kind of doing with Omar Sharif the Nordberg stuff of like how much like damage can we do to this guy.
Is Omar Sharif the guy who keeps showing up and they're like,
he's the guy who tries to talk to the novelty salesman.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Dr. Zhivago.
Yeah.
So he's like the most famous actor in this. That was their big like kind of like get for this. Him and Peter Cushing.
Oh yeah, Peter Cushing. That sequence is this is why parody movies can't fucking hang anymore. They just have a thing that's like shot backwards and it's haunting and it's weird and like all the choices are silly and fun.
Stunning.
Yeah,
that was stunning. That a whole scene that's shot in reverse with them like throwing books up into a bookshelf, and it's amazing.
The setup to the rug dance where the head of the resistance is trying to frame
they think
Nick
they're
Rivers as a
Torme.
mole because like somebody's like, "Are you Nick Rivers?" He's like, "Oh no," and they're like, "That was close, maybe too close. How do we really know you're not Mel Torme?" And then he just gets up, flicks the quarter, catches it, goes to the jukebox, and the initial turn and jump onto the place, which is now covered in rugs, and doing his rug dance.
He moves
good.
so well too.
Oh, he looks great.
He's a stud.
I'm thinking of like, you saw the Baz Luhrmann Elvis, right?
Oh, yeah.
That sequence that they show of all the girls going ape shit. Like, Val's got it.
Yeah.
Val's got the juice, and all those sequences you believe that because the one where he does.
That's actually the sequence I don't like in this is all the girls going nuts because like it's
too on the
basically exactly what it was. It's not until the girl passes out and they do a sound effect that there's kind of a joke in that.
Yeah, it's so until he's threatening to kill himself, like the noose and that stuff.
Yeah,
kind
the
of,
James Brown bit.
Yeah.
Of, baby, please don't go.
Yeah.
Pulling the underwear out that weren't even on his body.
Right, yeah, the Tom Jones, but he's got a fucking big pair of boxers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's, you mentioned the novelty salesman, like where he's saying, what does he say? Like novelties,
pranks,
all that shit. That was because all the stuff from Naked Gun.
Conspiracy. Yeah, like the movie that they pulled this from. Yeah.
Yes, and all the stuff from Naked Gun and Hot Shots and all that stuff is there for me in my memory. Like I have those jokes in my bones. But seeing that, it was like hearing a lullaby that your mom used to sing to you, where I was like, oh, like I remember that so well. And I remember there was a couple moments like that where I have these fragmented memories of this movie. And I'm like, that it was from this movie.
There's a couple dumb things that were really fun to watch now of like Omar Sharif showing up with the, in the crushed car.
Oh, it's so
and then
good.
Like seeing the cheated shots where it's like clearly a little person inside that and like with a mask stuck on the side that you get half the shot of.
And
I
even
thought
the
that was
jokes
so.
in
I
that
thought
with
just
the wiper.
the wiper and the honk when he puts the breast in his face. It's like honk honk.
And like the glove box, it's in the glove box and stuff keeps turning on and shit. I mean,
that visual, like that's like fun, and they do a few fun movie making things. Like the phone perspective is
There's
very
a lot
fun.
of like stupid dick humor that I still think is funny. Of
It
like
is.
all the ballerinas with the huge
And
like
and
cod pieces,
she bounces
and they're
along
bouncing
them.
off of them. It's so like the initial guy coming out with just a huge cock is super funny.
it's great because as a kid, I remember watching the Nutcracker or something and like thinking like, what's going on with these guys' dicks?
Right.
You know, because it's the ballet style. And then when I saw it in the movie parodied as a kid, I was like, oh, they're
Finally,
speaking to
finally
me.
somebody got it.
Yeah.
They're speaking to me.
Yeah.
And there's like, to give you guys an idea, if you haven't seen it, you got to watch it. But like the level of joke telling in this, when they're in the secret like safe house and they're talking about timing, you know, and he's like, they'll be coming at this time. Deja Vu says it to Dequois, and like he doesn't have a watch on, and then Dequois checks and he actually has a watch on. So just letting you know, like this isn't a fuck up in the movie. So it's like,
Well, then they pull out,
And he's
and
got
got a
huge-
huge
Yes.
watch on.
It's like there's four jokes.
So many fun perspective things. You know who is really getting me laughing on this viewing is Nick Rivers' manager.
Oh,
that scene.
oh.
I'm dying to know if that was a fuck up that they just left in the movie when they get to East Germany. Nick Rivers immediately like tells, I mean, there's so many funny things. All the train shit made me laugh. All the like the station
Yes.
pulling away and then the tree going
Him
separately.
him drawing it.
they
the
do it
stuff.
5 times. It's like just when you think they can't be topped, you're like, again?
They do so many of them in a row, and it made me laugh every time. The dogs sniffing the package and it being full of dog bones was so funny.
Yeah, they're
take the guy
drug
and kill
sniffing
him.
or bomb sniffing dogs, and
Take him aside. Yeah, they're like, where will they take him? Take him. You hear
We're
him
not
gets
taking it
killed, and
anywhere.
then it's all
They shoot
dog
him. It's all
bones.
they
dog
rip it open and it's filled with milk bones. It's so
And then
fucking good.
He tells off the East German commander, tells him, it's like, what did you say to him? I told him I'm putting him on the mailing list for
Montgomery Ward.
Yeah, Montgomery Ward mailing list. And then the manager tries to apologize for him and he goes, he's tired from the trip. He's very he's so scared he can't like say the words.
Fucking
And it was
great.
so fucking
And he
funny.
has a great ending too. The manager character. He's like,
Oh, when he's like,
set
he's
it
like,
up.
oh god, that
It's
joke
such
was
a long
so funny
setup,
where he's
yeah.
like, I've tried everything. I've called the UN.
Yeah,
I've called the
Val's in
American
jail,
embassy, but I can't get my wife to orgasm.
You think he's talking about how he's going to free Nick Rivers, and
and
it's
then Nick goes, try this. Hands
It's a
him
box that
huge
says
box,
anal intruder.
Yeah.
anal tenderizer, right?
No,
It's
intruder, yeah.
Because they call that back in Naked Gun, I think 2.5, when they go
They go to the sex shop.
they go to the sex
yeah.
shop and he has like the gun with the dildo on it, and he's like,
it's so good because it's like there's the orgasm joke, and then there's like he pulls out this giant case,
And
so that's
it's got
funny.
like different attachments that he's like getting excited about, and then then he thinks he's like, hey, if you don't let me out of here, my manager will go to somebody. It's like, I don't think so. We found him dead, stuck on this, and it's like got a banana on the back. Took us hours to get the smile off.
The
his face.
smile. He fucked himself to death with the anal intruder.
he seems to have been electrocuted by something called an anal
No,
intruder.
oh yeah, that's the joke. Is like it's different voltages.
Yeah,
in
he
Europe
fried
than-
himself.
And the attachments are like a fist and all kinds
He had a
of
banana on at the
yeah,
end. Yeah,
at the end. They don't say
it's just a peeled banana. So like, what was he doing? And it's in perfect condition.
it's so fucking good. Like they just keep hitting like there's 5 on top of 5 on top
I
of
want
each
to
other.
watch the movie that they pulled from, which I haven't seen, like The Conspirators.
Yeah.
Which is where they got all the like the novelty salesman and the basic spine for the movie.
One runner that I never picked up on previous viewings, and this one had me going, is every time the character Latrine dives into the scene with like a head wound on, they're like, Latrine, what did you find out? Like he's always on his own getting exposition.
The French
and then
guys were really making me laugh
Their names are
Chocolate mousse is so good.
chocolat. Their names are all the kind of French words that we know are
use.
sayings. Déjà vu.
I met you before.
All the language.
None of them, not all of them get jokes, and then they get the deja vu. He's like, have we met before?
And then they pan away from it, and then she's like, I feel like I have. And then the guy does like a little look, like where he raises his
Deja
eyebrow.
vu is really killing.
Yeah, he's just dumb.
So many fun sight gags that they don't like point to, which I always like when they knock on, is this the potato farm? Yes, I'm Mr. Potato, whatever.
God,
so it's not
Mr. Potato.
Yeah. And then the guy is through the top. He's like super high up on the door. And when he opens the door, he's like 4 feet
guy.
tall. It's no stool visible or anything. Like all that shit makes me laugh so hard.
Can you order for me? Sure, I know a little German. And then it pans to another table, and there's like a little guy in like lederhosen.
He's like, oh,
that's
there
a
he
little
is.
person, a little German.
The build up to getting Rivers on stage is so funny, where it's just like he's a shy man, but perhaps we could. I was afraid something like this was going to happen.
And the other guy, the other big musician is getting ready to stand up and shit. He's thinking it's about him the whole time.
But it does, like, there is something a little lacking that they did just happen to find magic with some actors. Like Leslie Nielsen was an actual discovery of like he was a doofus unlike anybody else has ever been able to pull off.
But he can be so straight too.
He wasn't in on the joke, which there was no wink. And that's the best part about it.
Somehow figured out how to, just through the show and all the movies, never come across as in on the joke, which is like
until
impossible.
we got to the later ones. Like
Yeah.
Dracula and all that shit.
Dracula Dead and Loving It?
Yeah.
Don't you dare bring up Wrongfully Accused.
I mean, the joke was...
man, I got to watch it tonight.
Joke was tipped at that point, and that was another takeaway from that interview.
We got to do Wrongfully Accused.
Yeah,
We
it's
should.
a must.
Well, it's been talked about for too long. On
Maybe
this
it's
show.
an emergency break.
It's like Gabrus has watched Wrongfully Accused more than any other movie possible.
It's up there. I think like Best of the Best and Big Trouble in Little China, and then like Wrongfully Accused is like the order.
The shootout stuff is really, there's just so many gags.
The tic-tac-toe gag.
The deja vu taking cover in front of the window instead of the wall. Like, it's just constant.
Deja vu. Someone takes the sledgehammer to break the window, and the sledgehammer breaks.
Going out of the way to break the one window that hasn't been broken
Yeah,
yet.
the leader of the resistance. So it shows a bunch of people breaking out the windows to shoot, and then it gets to him, and like his window's mostly broken, but then he steps in front of the window and goes to the little panel to break it to then stick his gun through. It's fucking great. And then you saw it in the trailer, but the grenade thing is so
The grenade's funny. And then later on, the Germans actually get in the building, and Chocolate Mousse saves everyone by just going like this with the machine gun, and only the Germans die.
Yeah, he sprays willy-nilly.
Yeah.
You think he's going to fucking shoot everybody, and it's just German dead bodies.
Let's take a minute to talk about the cow gag, because that's one of the strongest in the movie.
The cow is so
just cutting to a real cow.
The two
in
guys
boots.
put on a cow costume, and then they just use a real cow, and it's so well done.
And they just get footage of this cow that has like rain boots on, right. And it's the actual cow, and they're able to cut it to make sense for the narrative.
And then they have voiceover as though they're inside talking, and it's so fucking stupid and funny.
Run to the shed there. Wait, stop. And then like you'll see the live cow like just stop. It's doing whatever they're saying.
And then he gets a calf comes to feed off the udder, and it's sucking off the resistance.
blowing.
leader.
I mean, that's where that's like getting into like fat bastard or like Austin Powers drinking like shit territory.
Yeah.
But, like, you kind of don't care.
Yeah, like he's got his like dick out in the udder of the thing.
And then he gets raped by a bull that like gets through the costume and his pants and stuff, but like, whatever.
Very funny. That whole gag is very funny. At the end, when he double crosses Hillary and he's like walking weird because he just got fucked by the bull, is really what a layer. He's like, ugh.
It's also him taking the back of the cow too, so that he's
he
like in the
demands it.
position of dominance, but then he ends up getting fucked. It's like
That's not part of the plan.
Yeah.
The image of this that I felt got shown more and more in promos of it was the chocolate mousse punch and the guy falling over and
ceramic.
cracking. Yeah, the ceramic guy falling.
It's so good.
It really is amazing.
I like the one that's revealed to be like he's choking him to be quiet, and then when they cut back, he's being choked, and then all of a sudden a hand comes in for a tag team.
Dude, as a kid, I lost my mind when I was like, this is literally made for me. This movie.
The fight in the opera house where he puts his hand in the guy's face and then he pulls it away and the face is all
stuck.
mangled.
Yeah. We touched on this a little bit, but these parody movies, when you're a kid who's into comedy, but also movies, like they really fucking sing for you. Like you said, like, I can't believe this. I never saw this before. This was like unlocked. Like these are like foundational texts in my mind. Like,
Well, because
they like taught me comedy.
It's people also
who love
making
movies.
an inside joke with you, where it's like, oh yeah, my dad made us all watch The Great Escape a bunch of times, and now he's doing The Great Escape, and I know that. Like,
Right.
now I'm in on the joke.
Well, yeah, and because not only are you in on the joke now, but as a young kid who liked movies and wanted to feel smart, it felt cool that you knew, like, you know what I mean? That like, you're like, this is funny, but I'm getting more out of it. Like, I felt like that with The Simpsons is another example of like, once you get that wide knowledge base and you're picking up on those references, it's like extra rewarding. And then when it's like action movies being parodied, like when you get into Hot Shots and Naked Gun and all that stuff, you're just like, and The Top Secret, of course, you're like, oh my God, yes, I always thought this was funny in these movies, you know?
Yeah, same. And the other side of the coin, when it's that weird time release joke where you think, oh, this sequence in Airplane is so funny when he goes and does the Travolta dance. I didn't know what it was from,
Right.
but it was just funny. And then I saw Saturday Night Fever and I'm like, holy shit, that's what
like retroactively explain
like
stuff
that,
for you.
and it's also then it's funny, and you're like, wow, the first version I knew of this was from fucking Airplane.
Right.
I'm like, God, these guys are hanging with me through all the stages of my life. I mean, turning me on to different shit I didn't know about. My mom explaining stuff.
God, the stupid joke of the novelty guy of meeting with the scientist's daughter and her being like, this has to make it to New York by tomorrow. And then he dies over it and he tries to burn it and it's just a publisher's clearinghouse envelope.
It's so nothing. It's so good because it's like, I remember getting that junk mail, the Montgomery Ward thing you mentioned earlier in Publishers Clearinghouse. I was like, yes, that's annoying junk mail we get.
Yeah, and I don't, and I,
not
if,
being tricked by publishers.
if I'm chicken or egging it, if I knew if Publishers Clearinghouse was actually annoying to get in the mail, or if TV and movies taught me it was annoying to get in the mail. You know, like I never really knew what AARP was, but I knew it's like a way to make fun of old people because of movies and TV.
And publishers being
just knew,
stupid
like,
if you believe it.
So many commercials. I mean,
Right.
like you just were aware of it by watching daytime TV as a kid that was made for retirees.
Another great joke that got me in this that I never remembered, I hadn't remembered, was when they're like, the dead pigeon is on the table and he's like, well, it looks like we do have them all on the inside. He's like, well, good work killing him. He's like, no, that's the pigeon. Someone sent the pigeon. Like,
some jokes don't work. Like, I don't think like the big pigeon with the guys flying on it and pissing on it. Like,
I like it. And then the pigeon takes a huge shit.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they're taking shots.
That's the power of Zaz, though. That's
like,
just in the
true,
background.
yes. It's true Mad Magazine. In Mad Magazine, they called it chicken fat. Where they tried to fill up every frame with as many jokes as you possibly could. And they tried to do, like, even everybody in that park making out was such a fucking great choice.
Or in the fucking, the 50s diner, the pizza place, where
The cheese, everybody's got the
doing the
Oh my
cheese, and
God,
then
the
also
cheese, I forgot about.
sometimes people not like the extras not moving in the background at all. So like completely frozen. And then it's just like, what? Their cheese gag. There's all these great feats that they do with the camera. We talked about everything in reverse, but another amazing thing is the underwater fight.
Oh, that's really fucking good.
incredible.
And I'm watching it now thinking it's pretty funny, but also I'm going, what movie making? When the other table is revealed and they like hide underneath the table.
And somehow he breaks the fucking stool over the guy's back and they add the Foley stuff. It's amazing. You're right. It's like kind of funny, but you're also just like,
That's like
fuck yeah.
And they are right, like, with their self-criticism of like, oh, it's not really like when it just ends. It's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
okay, it's kind of Casablanca, and they just kind of end it with a happier ending.
It's the weakest part.
Yeah.
Because you're like, that's it. You want there to be.
But there's no other choice because there isn't
Right.
really. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
The Zaz guys, like their mantra is if something funny is happening in the background, the foreground has to be played straight. If the foreground is where the joke is, the background is played straight to really help with the parody showing up. And it's so funny in this movie because like when the pigeon shit is happening in the background with the people, whatever is happening in the front of the scene has no bearing on the movie. You know what I mean? Like you can completely not pay
Ignore
attention
it.
to it. Doesn't matter.
A great example of that was the cheese thing you were just talking
Yeah,
about.
right.
They're having this deadly serious conversation about their relationship.
And
like,
it doesn't matter at all in the background. They got cheese stretching
they keep
across
going
multiple-
further and further, handing it to other people, and it's going back.
I forgot about that. That shit made me laugh big time too.
Just the cultural like festival that they're having. It's like so like that's the storyline. It's all so ridiculous.
Oh, another fun visual movie making gag that I really liked is when he's trying to escape his prison thing and he goes in one way and keeps rolling out like the one door.
It's like an MC Escher piece.
Yes,
You're just like this, and and you think, well, they can't do any more than that, and then finally his head pops out of the toilet.
I'm a prisoner here, just like you. Fucking Alfred.
I know, that's crazy.
And he's able to.
Later they will be work together as Alfred, Batman, and Batman for.
I love when he's like, oh, just in time. I have 1 day left on my tunnel. And he looks in, it's the Holland Tunnel.
Yeah.
And it says New Jersey. He's like, good work.
This is if remember the podcast that made fun of us. Their take on our podcast would be like if you would be like, I mean, really, like rock and roll wasn't around in World War II.
Like, yes, of
Yeah.
course, yeah. Good takeaway.
Do your research, action boys. Do
This
your research.
movie, I mean, none of it. It's actually like really ridiculous.
It's in the trailer, but when he goes up there to play Tutti Frutti, it is funny to me that all like this stuck up classical musicians can't keep up at first. They're like overwhelmed by how fast the music is.
And then by the end, they have the guitars, and the guy's got his foot up on the piano like Little Richard.
Yeah, they're all going crazy.
When you were talking about Alfred, Dr. Ferrand, or whatever he is, when his like the thing that he invented was something that could call and
It's a
attract
magnetic mind
for nuclear subs, and then like Nick hits the button and like a sub blows through the wall.
There's so many fucking like when they trigger the alarm to and alert the Germans. They have this shot of all these cars moving out in a row, and then they pull back and they're just going in a circle.
There's
like,
a guy waving them around. And you think like, wow, how many cars do they fucking have? Like, what's the joke here? And it's a small circle. You're seeing the same cars and the guys.
That's a good one. That reminds me of when they escape the first or second time they escape and they jump on the bikes, and then there are other bikes and they scare them away like horses.
God,
and
I
the
love
bike's
that.
like,
That's one of the first jokes in the movie outside the train stuff is when the German pulls up and ties up his bike like
Yeah, it's a
fucking
callback. That's so fucking good. Even like a small one that's just a whatever joke was when they're spying, they do like this long shot where they're spying on the German stronghold or
With
the
the
prison.
binoculars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the binocular, and the cows step over like the
mat.
cutout.
Yeah.
And you hear
Like, why do they have cows? Like
and you hear
the fucking map of
right, and then he draws this map with a stick, and it's like, and then it keeps moving back, panning back, and they have a giant, like a fucking model that's perfect with the train that drives through. But it was like you hear a cricket that you'll often hear in like these outdoor things, and then like a
chocolate mousse, he pulls out a mallet and fucking hits it, and it powers down like it was like a fucking.
Yeah, so funny.
because you're like, wow, that cricket. I get that they're outdoors, but that cricket does sound loud, and it's just like it's all on purpose, babes.
Let me tell what zombie squad we got coming up for.
While you do that, one more fun joke. And we kind of touched on it earlier. It's okay. It happens to a lot of men, and that's something that happens when you make love for the first time. And then when it pans to them, eventually is what I told him.
She's reading a book.
Oh, she's reading a book. Reading a book.
Beauty and the Beast fan fiction. got all the fucking fireplaces everywhere. And then
when they're on the
parachute, they parachute one down.
That one was a little triggering for me because the first the first porno movie we had was Passenger 69 Part 2, and they did like those rear projection parachute sex scenes, and so I was like, oh, this is so funny. They're ripping off fucking Top Secret.
Back up. For Zombie Squad, we're going to be covering a show from the 90s called Cobra, and we're doing an episode from season 1, episode 6 called The Gnome.
And I don't
remember why I picked it.
I don't know if Cobra is a cop show, a snake show.
I think it's a cop show. Yeah. I think it's
Fingers crossed. It's a snake show.
Is it a spin-off of the movie? No, right?
I think it's just a guy with a gun.
It's another reboot of Fair Game. It's like the fifth one. Taking insane liberties constantly.
Okay, let me hide this so we can all see where it is.
Yeah, and enjoy.
I'm gonna keep the Edward Albert fan club. He did play father in the show. For those of you guys keeping score.
Perfect.
Casey,
how's that?
Mum's the word. Mum's the word. All right.
Snitches get stitches, bitch.
Now you all know
our secret. They immediately, I'm on the Doughboys Discord telling them that so they can look at it because I think it would be so funny to hear Mitch and Nick riff about the magazine. Okay,
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
They'll keep the secret. They can have fun with that one. I just don't want.
I want someone to be there's a little edge of it showing. I want somebody to just be like, "What is this?" And then just being like, "What the fuck is this?"
Catherine accepting Vincent's member into her.
I think it's
fuck is it?
I think it's Lamorne's. We keep commenting that it's other bigger podcasters. Pretty sure that's Lamorne's. Throwing other people we don't know under the bus. Yeah. That's Jake Johnson's.
That's U.S. soccer teams. That's U.S. women's soccer teams. They're into that shit. They all like fucking.
Of course, they like fingering.
They like fucking thinking about Vincent fingering them pregame or whatever.
You know how people say pause instead of no homo now? What we say pause in reference to Vincent fingering. PAWS. Pause. John Claude.
I give Catherine my big cat kiss.
I was very thankful that Vincent was on Paw Patrol tonight.
Putin, come in peace. I'm gonna bring Beauty and Beast. Fan fiction we'll read.
With the reboot.
I did not say man of pause. I said man with pause.
So Elena,
I'm not going through menopause. I'm going through having a man with paws on it.
Okay, doctor. So get my hormones sorted
It's not
out.
menopause, it's manopause.
That's when men get hormonal at the end of their life.
That's low T.
That's what I'm going through. I pity the fool. I'm low T.
Please help me, Doug Flutie.
Doug Flutie's our Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Help me, Big Hurtin' Doug Flutie. I'm low T.
My wife will like it too.
You're the only one who can help.
He speeds in his Batmobile too.
Big Hurt, we gotta help.
Grab my Wheaties. Let's go. Quarterback keeper. How do we end these?
You have just completed an episode of the Action Boys podcast.
Produced and edited by Kevin Bartelt.
Video recorded by Casey Donahue.
Video editing by Jack Bishop.
Social media by Krychek.
Theme music provided by Rob Pera.
And our merch is by Kinship Goods and can be found at merch.actionboys.biz.
Free episodes of Action Boys can be found at free.actionboys.biz.
And of course, you, dear listeners, wherever you are, stand up and take a bow.